Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode here with the amazing Ruben. Hello, ladies and gents. Ignore my floating sword beside me because I'm not holding it. Somehow, I'm just look, it's floating. Floating sword. And don't think this is only on swords. It's also on pickaxes. I got a floating pickaxe right here. I also got floating meat. Look at this. It's pretty much like a 360. Look, I'm rubbing the stick going all around. Look at the shovel. Let's go for it. A stick. Look at this. Woo! I'm gonna drop it. No, I'm gonna drop it. The power of floating stuff. Alright. I know I've been distracted for about a few seconds. To business. So we turn on flying because I need fly. Where's my fly? There we go. Flying. It would be a whole lot simpler if I move this over here. Yeah, easy. There we go. So I was working during the weekend a bit, and I had to work that much because it was pretty much already done. Last thing I need to add is so I made this, from the last video, and I made a little pirate's cove right here, a little one right here, and right here in this chest, this is the equipment Freddy and his friends. There's a potion of slowness and a potion of invisibility, powerful sword, and armor. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, no. If they want, not the sword, the armor, if they want to put on the invisibility potion, because the player has to be able to see them. But they can put on the invisibility potion, so they can. So that's how it's gonna go. So watching. This is a bad. Alright. Teleport back to my house. Teleport back home. It's a nice Monday. The sad thing is it's the last Monday back to my regular schedule of YouTube, which is 2 videos Monday, maybe 1 video on Wednesday, 2 videos no videos on the weekend, and then keep on doing it until I have another break, which won't be until MLK Day, and MLK Day is just 1 day of break. And you never know, because it could snow, but then again, I will be rather going outside and playing. I'd rather go play outside than be recording a video on a snowy day. So let me talk about what we're doing today. Today we are working on the church. Now you might be saying, Ruben, I think I've seen enough of the church for today. Well, today I'm gonna start a brand new type of talks. Today I'm gonna talk every single Monday, where I do a survival series. I'm gonna talk about stuff you might want to talk about, topics, blah blah, feelings, problem life. Like, I don't know, you've been bullied. I don't know. Maybe you don't feel confident when you're going up in front of people. I don't know. That's for you and me to choose, and I don't think that many people are gonna in this section because they're not brave enough. As you can see, the power of the stick. Say that you're powerful enough to tell me how you feel and stuff, because power. I mean, this baby. Where's the baby going to go? Come back. I must ask you a question. Dang, you're fast. Oh, he disappeared. Are you in here? Is there a baby here. Let's go play Find the Baby Villager. Dun 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 dun. Well, if he's not in there, then he has to be around here. The power of stick compels you, Mr. Baby Villager. Where are you? Are you in here? What about here? No. How about here? Nope. Where did that baby villager go? Yeah, that baby villager is pretty fast. Did he get stuck in? Baby villager, if you're in here, get out of here because this is a construction. This is not yet ready. Well, pretty much all of this is not ready. Is he in this one? Nope. He is not in this one. What about this one? Okay, bathroom. Is he in the man bathroom? No. Are you stuck inside the toilet? No. Just checking. Where the heck did that baby go? He or she pretty much disappeared. Like, zoom. No, I'm not gonna stop until I find this baby villager. Baby villager is sick, I tell you that. Let's check inside the main place. Is over here. Baby villager. Okay, is that? Yes, it is. So yes, you're trapped. Muhaha. Hey. Why you acting so swag around me? That's against the rules. Anyways. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna have a topic talk. I would talk with you about that topic. You really think people are gonna really talk about? Well, I don't. That depends what type of person you are. You're either a brave person who's willing to fight over problems and you're not perfect and you have problems, or you're either a perfect person and other people's feelings. I don't know. But I'm gonna start doing this every single Monday and no episode. I'm gonna do this maybe 10 minutes back to what I was talking about. I don't know. And and stuff like that. Well, I have thought of a very good topic. This type of topic I'm very bad at. I'm not very good at this part because I've gone through stuff that doesn't let me really get me this. And you might be wondering, what are you talking about? And I'm talking about trusting people, because it's kind of hard to trust people. And it's even harder when they're probably going to do something bad. I mean, let's say you just, it's not trusting them with your phone, trusting them with your food, your job, your bar. Like, if you're a little kid, it's pretty much trusting them with your phone or your toy. If you're a teenager, it's either your phone or your toy. And if you're very trustworthy and you trust them with protecting your brother or sister. But yeah, trusting is kind of hard for me because I'm an only child and I was never taught to be trusted. And when you're an only child, you don't really have to trust your parents, and most of the time they're very trustworthy. Depends on what kind of mood they are in. If they're in a good mood, then they're gonna try to use the lies, the cheap little white lies, so they can get by, crying about they can't afford that awesome Hot Wheel pack for Christmas and they couldn't get it for you because they just know you're just the worst kid of the century, but they still love you. They could be saying that Santa Claus is not until next year because he missed the house just by a few miles. Or that he had a little accident and he won't be able to come this year. I don't know. I don't know what your parents are like. And my parents are just a bit more responsible. Our parents are, but mine are. into talking about trustworthy. I thought of the best I can begin this with, and I would like to begin this with a story. Now you'll be wondering, what type of story do you have for us today, Ruben? Funny story? Well, I try to make the story funny as possible. This type of story has multiple stories, but let me choose three, and then I'll talk about how to get over it. And if this, then I'll try to help you. All you need to do is comment in the section that you need help, whatever topic you need. If I don't solve it by my words, then no one will be solved sooner or later. Things don't always become bad. Things are not always bad. They always have something good inside. Because if it's good, then the world will be screwed up, because something has to be bad to be good. You notice that, right? If there's nothing bad, there's nothing good then. You can't be bad if it's no good. It's pretty much saying that bad cannot live without good. Well, in this world anyways. Depends, I don't know what dimension you're watching this. You might be an alien from another universe going like, this human YouTuber says life cannot live without evil and good. I shall prove him wrong. But anyways, back to my story. My first story is about a kid that I won't tell his name. I was around, I don't know, 3rd grade. One time I got him into so much trouble that he had to go back a grade. I don't know if me getting him in trouble, I had to pretend. Well, let me explain completely. Let me start from the beginning. Once upon a time, there was a kid that I thought was really smelly back then, and this was in 1st grade, so you can't say that I was being mean, because in 1st grade you already know what you're doing for reals. And this kid really smelled like it's like he hasn't took a wash for, I don't know, a century. It really smelled like that. It smelled bad, and whenever I was near him, I was like, that's how I felt. Like, that's how I felt. And one day, I had something called bathroom monitor, where there was a person who checked if there's anybody before going inside, checking if there was any people inside there, and if there was, then we had to just wait to the next group, to the group or classroom or teacher or whatever was done, because if we don't, then if you know little kids, they're gonna get mixed up, and that's how it was back in the school. Good times. But anyways, when I was my monitor, because at the beginning of the day we get ready for that, and then when I was back from monitor, I was just gonna go check around and stuff like that. When you're bathroom monitor, you're supposed to say go ahead. I was gonna go outside, then say go ahead, because I wanted to see how much people were going in. That's how a bathroom monitor was. You had to check how many people were going in and checking how many people were out. Pretty much being a first grader hall monitor, but for bathrooms. I mean, there's no such thing as hall monitors in elementary school, neither in middle school, and as far as I know, any teens being hall monitors, mostly all the teachers, or the or the supervisor, or if you're a policeman, you're probably gonna check around that high school. But anyways, so yes, I wanted to go outside and check if there's anybody out there. Well, not anybody out there. Like how many people were going inside. I was gonna ask them anybody who's gonna go inside. Then I was gonna say go ahead, and then it just went. I went back. Let me give my example from Minecraft World just for a minute. Imagine this is the bathroom. I'll go into the door. So the door is pretty much like this. Look. So like this. I was gonna go like this, and then this kid, the kid that I'm talking about, he pushed me kind of. Like, I think that was the reaction. He just pushed me, caused me to fall, and then hit my head on the wall and it really hurt. And that's the whole reason he had to go back a grade. But that made him and said that was all my fault because I just faked it. It's just me. Look, here's what I think. Either A, he actually pushed me, or B, I hit his head and that made him hurt very badly and then go back. Either way, he went back a grade. But I don't think it's my fault that he went back a grade. I think it's pretty much that either he had pretty bad grades or he just playing out a bad kid, but I don't know. If it was my fault, sorry, but I had no control over it. Then again, the teacher asked me, did he hit you? How am I supposed to know, sir? All I know that I got hit. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Let's see. What was that? Ah, yes. So the teacher was asking me, was I hurt? Well, this kid hit me. Look, this is basic stuff. I'm first grade. That's how I thought back. Well, I think he hit me. It hurt. Very mad, upset. I think he deserves a little bit of payback. So I said, like I was going like all 100%. Like, yes, he hit me. You can't say. You cannot say he did not hit me. I just upset right there. Like, why haven't you taken this kid to access or something? And I was just upset. Back then, first grade, I was like a wreck. Going like I was number one because I was an only. You pretty much feel like number one always. If you don't know how this feels, then you probably are an only child. Do know how this feels, then you probably are like you always feel like number one. Like anything you do, you can feel like number one. I sometimes feel that way. Not always. I kinda used to know that not everything I do is number one. Some stuff I just feel like I had one. Other things I don't. But back to the story. I was all mad and told him that he hit me like fist to fist. Even though I either thought he pushed me or hit me in the head. Like head lock or something like that. Not head lock, head jam or something like that. I don't know what the movie is called, but you probably know what. If you don't, then you can search it up. It's a type of fist. It's pretty much hitting somebody else's head with your head. It hurts them, but not you. Well, I think it does hurt you, but not as much as it hurts the other. Back to the story, So, yeah, that kid got a grade, and then I didn't see him until third grade, but I didn't see him at school though. I saw him in my neighborhood. I was going like, oh my goodness, it's in my neighborhood. Why is he in my neighborhood? And then he came up to my house. Like, I was gonna get in the skate. I was gonna go inside, and then I don't know. He gonna get beat up or tell my mom that all the stuff I did. But my mom didn't get notified about this and stuff like that. Back then in first grade, I was a bad kid. You could actually say I was a bad kid. Right now, you could just say I'm the kid who gets A's and is A. So yeah, that was first grade for you. So the kid came up to my house near my fence, and then he said, "That kid who told on me." And I was kind of scared, and I just did my head on like, And then he said, and he went up to me and went like, "Why did you do that? You know I didn't hit you." And then I just said, "Oh, I'm very sorry, I really didn't mean you to get in trouble and all. I was upset at the time, and kids stuff, kindergarten stuff, and first grade stuff, and this kid didn't feel like that was enough, and he asked me that well, I'll forgive you if you let me play with you. And so I was actually happy that he actually wanted to play that because I was really bored that day. So I just decided, you know what? Let's be friends. And then he said, okay. We became friends for that day. And then I was all happy, going like, I'm good at making friends, you know. I'm the best at this. And then he asked me where to show me, do I have any tic tacs? Forgot what those finger skateboards are called. And I did get that for Christmas, even though I didn't ask for it. You know, back then I didn't really ask for stuff. Tell my parents that I wanted this or that because I still believed in Santa Claus back. Well, I kind of still believe in Santa Claus, but not as much as I did when I was a little kid. And back then, I used to believe that if I tell my parents, then that's gonna pretty much ruin it's pretty much a rule you can't tell, because if you do, then Santa Claus is not gonna bring you anything. You're pretty much showing off what you want. So I didn't tell my parents. So my parents had to pretty much have to guess what I wanted. And pretty much they usually got it pretty right. Sometimes they gave me Spider-Man bigger toys, which I did pretty much want, and other times they gave me something else like Tic Tac. And I didn't really care about that because I wasn't really into it too much about skateboarding as little as I cared about what you make it. So I got it. Them and play with them with me, like I don't know, have races with them, show tricks, and he did have pretty cool tricks to show me. That's what he told me, anyways. Show me, and he said, well, I need to see your trick to show you the trick. So, oh yeah. And then I brought them, and it was a big, about 20 skateboards, and I was like, here you go, and show me the tricks. And then he said, well, I don't think we have enough space inside this little house you have. And we went inside my house, and my mom was going like, who the heck is this guy? And yeah, this is the kid I got in trouble. And he's like, my mother said, come here, kid. And then I went to my mom, and then she said, do not trust this kid. I do not trust this kid. Mom, this kid is nice. I think I trust him. Or you think you trust him, but you don't know. Now I want you to be careful, because you never know if this kid is dangerous. He flat out asked me if he can borrow it, and I was like, because my mother said to be careful, because she heard rumors that this kid could steal other kids. I was like, no, I don't know. Like, please, I mean, you owe me. You made me go back a grade. I was like, okay, and then he said, yeah. He took. I said you can only take about 3, and he said 5. I said 3, and then he went 5. I want 5, and then he took, and then I said, okay, you can take up 5. At least I have 15 more. And then he went, and then he said, okay, I think my mother said that she wanted me to come around right now. I said, and he was like, yeah. If I don't come right now, she said she's gonna call my dad, tell him to pick me up, and that's not a good thing. And I said, all right, you can go home if you want. I really don't. And then he went home, but before he went home, I told him, bring it back. I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, a month. I don't. I just want them back. Okay? And he said, okay. And then a month passed, and I didn't see the kid ever again. So I said, hey, has that kid brought that stuff, your toys back? And I said, no. And he said, what are you waiting for? Go find him. And I said, I don't know where you live. Don't you go to school with him? Yeah, but we're in different grades because I got him in trouble. Oh, yeah. So I continued. So one day my mother found the mom of that kid with me to go to that kid's house, and then and decided. Well, here's how it went. I was just walking one day with my mom going to deliver some papers, which I am kind of like a mailman, kind of. I'm not a professional, but I'm kind of a mailman. That's all you need to know. I'm a mailman. And then one day we saw him in the house, and my mother went all gangster like, and went like, "Hey, aren't you the kid that my son let you borrow those skateboards?" And that was this pretty much like a year after I let him borrow my skateboard, so he probably didn't remember. And we're like, "What skateboards?" And he was like, "The skateboards my little kid, my kid let you borrow. You know the one, those 5 skateboards, the finger skateboards." And I'm like, "Oh, those. Who are you again?" And then I just didn't really want this guy because I knew he's probably either faking this, or he's gonna get upset, and then maybe he's gonna become a bully and stuff. And I don't want it to get. Anyways, I was pretty much still a little kid, and I'm still like this today. I don't want to make enemies with anybody because I still think anybody could be a good person. That's how I am. I don't know who you are. I don't know if one little thing can make you angry and then never become friends again. But I'm more of, if they mess up once, it's okay because, I mean, nobody's perfect. But, yeah, all gangster like, and I was going just back there behind her going like, "What you doing?" And she just continued being gangster. It's not worth it anymore. I don't really like those those skateboards anyway. So yeah, that's how it ended. We just left and yeah, it ended. I never saw the kid ever again. But I do think that kind of poorish family, like super poor. Like when I saw his trailer, I was going like, shoot, I should have given him my whole pack. Sorry for the kid. And yeah, I looked at his house. Didn't have his windows kind of pretty much broken. One of those walls was falling down. His door was pretty much made out of, well, not cardboard, but kind of a very cheap type of door. And his house and his property was pretty much filled with junk. So yeah, I feel sorry for the kids that didn't go through with it. And if you're watching this and you somehow have money and you're watching this, then I'm here saying that I'm sorry if I got you back a grade and stuff like that. But yeah. But yeah, that's the whole story of me being trustworthy. Now let me just try to finish this video up quick by telling you how you can get better at trusting people. How do I get better at trusting people? Well, I get better at trusting people by knowing the person better. I mean, you can't trust everybody. You trust a good amount of people, and that's good enough for me at least. If it's not good enough for you, then you must be the world's most trustworthy person. But if you want to practice to be trustworthy, and I'm also trying to, the best thing you can do is try to know the person, but learn how the person is like. Like, do you know that person is gonna bring your toy back in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks, or is that person gonna really protect your phone correctly, or is he gonna steal it? That's what I check first before I before I give him my toy or phone or whatever. I mean, that's how I had to do it once sometimes. So sometimes I let him in the video, sometimes I don't let him in the video because if he's on a rampage or not, he wants to disturb my world. But that depends how you know the person. So get to know the person before you give him the most trustful thing you ever wanted. Know the person. Know if you give him your stuff, you know that if you're gonna keep it in secret, nothing, or if it's a non-personal thinking, but you still care about it, and then take good care of it. Family members, no other option, because if you mess up something that's part of your family. Like let's say I let my cousin borrow my video game, and then I don't know, I really love that video game. Like let's say I let them borrow Minecraft from my Xbox 360, and they borrow it and they break it just for fun, and then if my mom tells her brother or my uncle that my uncle is gonna go all Super Saiyan on my cousin pretty, and when he becomes Super Saiyan, it's not pretty. Good thing my dad doesn't become that Super Saiyan. It's usually my mom will become Super Saiyan, but she hasn't become Super Saiyan for a long time. Mostly because I've grown up. But yeah, trust. If you want to trust the person, get to know the person. That's what I have all for today, and I got a little work today. I got a little work to do today as well as my topic. So yeah, that's all you need to know, ladies and gents. Trust the person, trust the person. So yeah, this is the Amazing Woman saying, okay, if you like the video, comment anything you want me to talk about, because for now on, I'll talk about any topic. If nobody is even speak about it, I just think about another one. So I might have to be at this, and I might take a long time to talk about your topic. Like I don't know, your topic might be your parents fight a lot, or you feel scared of audiences. If you want me to solve that out, I can. I'll try my best. I'm pretty much trained to do this. If you want to get, you going like, well, when you ain't well, kinda. Well, I'm not, but I do observe people, how they act and stuff. So yeah, I ain't gone through life. I'm not smart, complete. Well, I'm smart, but I'm not able to. Like, if I don't say the right things, and because I'm not professional, but yeah, I will try my best. And if I do solve your problems, then you're welcome. If there's something you don't want to talk about online or want me to do about, then just email me on my email on the spectacular. There will be a link to my. Or I don't know. Should I put my email? Nah, no. But couldn't you just post a comment on my video, but put it in private mode and send it to only me? I think you can do that. But yeah, that's mostly the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps you with Trustworthy, because it helped me. This is Amazing Ruben saying good.